All right, moving on right along to 6 to maybe 8, depending on how long this take. Yeah, I'm excited because I finally got the Cyberus Arbiter suit gains detection. Now I don't have to worry about making observers. I can just warp in the Arbiter suit. I think while I'm waiting, though, there was something I wanted to change. Hotkeys. Am I going to be able to do this? Purifier. Phoenix, Arbiter. Oh, didn't get a chance to. I'll have to fix it here. And really the same mission again. Alright, so maybe this time I'll just mass carriers? Yeah, I think this time I'm going to mass carriers. I'm not going to have as mobile of a force, but I think it might have greater DPS. We'll have to see. So I'm thinking
Greetings, Commanders. My
that
scientists have
I'm
determined
going to have to
that
start
Amon is
focusing
using
on what's the
Caldir as a
best way to take
staging
out the
ground for
rocks.
his
Now,
troop
eventually we're
shuttles.
going to get the ability to
The
make
warp
cannons
conduits
right
used
away.
cannot be attacked, so you will need to destroy the
But the
shuttles
thing is,
themselves before they can warp away.
sometimes maybe going straight to cannons is going to be maybe the fastest way to take
Amon
down
has
the rocks,
activated the
but it's not
central warp
necessarily the
conduit.
best
Be prepared to
thing to
prevent the
do
shuttles from
to
escaping.
defend. Like, you might waste a lot more minerals trying to do that than it would be if you just say
there are not enough
went straight for like a single legionnaire and the hero upgrade. Because, you know, that's 300 and 100. No, sorry, 250 and 100, as opposed to 300 and 150. So all that's gonna matter. I'm only starting to talk about this because I am making it a point to do best build orders for every single commander. I've already gotten like 5 or 6 of them out of the way, and I'm gonna continue to do more as time goes on. But you know, it's really gonna depend because there's so many. You know, like most commanders have a very specific kind of build. Some of them have a little bit different thoughts, like depending on how quickly you want to get to certain tech options, but in the end they all have like a general idea of what's the best build order, because in the end economy is what you really need in co-op. You don't really need much else. The only thing you really need is economy. So if you can get your economy up and producing fast as possible, you're ultimately going to have a better build. Now, of course, there's small caveats to every single one of these things. Nothing is set in stone. Like, again, depending on what you're trying to get to for every specific mission. But in the end, there are specific things that you want to try to start building towards. And by the way, it only takes 40 seconds to get this, so you basically have the ability to get it out before almost every single attack wave on almost every single map. I think there's a few, especially if you get supply blocks, small things like that, you won't be able to. And the other cool thing about it is they get full health whenever they turn into it. So you can, like, if you can time it right, you can actually make sure that you don't have to worry about him dying. And then the Dragoon's the best thing. Take out the rocks. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and get a Fleet Stargate. I'll get 2 Stargates. I'm going to wait for that next one.
Our supply is constrained.
Yeah, and honestly, like, it's real easy to get a little supply blocked as because everything's so cheap, which is a big part of it. And then the other thing is, well, mostly it's just the cheapness. So hopefully they come down the center so I can use my Dragoon here to take care of it. Yeah, but you, especially later on when you don't need like anything specific in order to get exactly to where you want in your build, you know, you don't need any tech to be able to go straight to a fleet beacon if you want to get a fleet beacon out like
Several
right
shuttles
away.
are en route to the central warp conduit. Your objective is to eliminate them.
There are not enough minerals.
So eventually I'm going to get up to probably like 4 or 5 Stargates. Because you can build a lot, especially with a 20% decrease of unit costs. You can do a lot. Where is this attack? It should be coming, right?
We have not enough Vespine.
Where's this attack? Seriously.
Ignite your blades, my warriors. The enemy comes for our base.
Damn it, I keep doing the wrong spell. Right now, I'm still just going to focus on 1 or 2 Stargates at the moment. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're good.
The shuttles are no more.
And then basically what I'll end up doing...
Amon has taken an interest in some nearby Zelnaga shrines. Our researchers will investigate.
is probably
but
just
they
spend it
will
a
need
little
to
bit
be
on
guarded.
pylons in the beginning, and
Preparing a
then, I don't know,
research
maybe
vessel.
make cannons?
Make this
I don't
one
know.
count.
I'm gonna have to do something with all technical minerals.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Ah, co-opulence. Very clever. Deploy our detection.
Yeah, I still have a little bit more to do before I can start really producing carriers.
We're detecting your
But
main
I've pretty much
objective.
reached the
A wave
saturation
of
I need
shuttles
on my
inbound on an active
gases.
conduit.
And now I'm gonna go ahead and
We
get
will
one
not
more.
allow it to
And then once I
escape.
finish up the upgrades I want, I'll get a 4th one. Yeah, I mean, his army just doesn't seem to, like... I mean, things die, but it's usually the cheaper units, right? We have this stuff.
Enemy forces are moving towards our base.
In battle.
The enemy will fear my blade.
We share your spiritual coordinates.
The firstborn
Our
have
allies
engaged
are
in
dragoon
battle.
once more.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Actually, you know, I will make one.
Our allies' base is under siege.
Scan complete. Thank you for your help. They would have been lost without you.
The objective stands, and our enemies fall.
So the enemy seeks to attack our base. They will regret it.
Scans confirm the shuttle's destruction.
You died without a shred of honor.
I call this the apocalypse.
Carrier has arrived.
The firstborn.
Yeah, basically, you can basically max out at 4 Stargates. And you might not properly saturate or properly utilize all of them, but you can basically get away with it.
We have not enough.
3, it's probably like 3.5
Allies are
Stargates, in
engaged
at least
in
regards to
battle.
gas. Like, as you can see, I'm building up a ton of minerals here, so I'm just gonna...
We cannot work there.
Speak, and you will be heard.
But this build feels just a little slower. I mean, it's not like horrible or anything,
And the blade of our time.
but I think I definitely like
Join me in Mutations.
the
A
Adept
wave
build
of
better.
shuttles is making its way to an active warp conduit.
Now what I'll do is I'll just use
No
the
target is beyond our reach.
Predator armor.
Our allies are engaged in battle. Our supply is constrained.
Because that way I have some detection.
We cannot warp there.
And yeah, just maybe a little extra support. Oh, I wanted to do something while I was here. Purifier, Fenix. Okay, they don't have the ability. That's so stupid. See, they need to have something that we disable Cloaking Field, but they don't. I just wish Blizzard thought about some of these things, you know?
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Incoming enemy strike force. Be ready.
Shuttles eliminated, commanders.
There was never a doubt.
Our allies are
I might
engaged
actually be
in
able to
battle.
get away with 5 of these.
Our upgrade has finished.
Research vessel ready. Let's get a team to that shrine.
The Firstborn have engaged the enemy.
So honestly, I really do like the idea of going Zealots. One of the problems is his Legionnaires is what they're called. They cost so much supply. Like, too much supply, to be honest. Like, I know they're powerful, but 3 supply is a lot. And, you know, like, I realized this when I was playing one of the missions earlier today. That I basically was maxed out, right? And, I ended up losing like 20 supply, and I was like, oh my god, what died? And I looked down and I realized, oh, all of my Zealots died. And then I realized, holy crap, I have that much supply in Zealots? That's a lot of supply in Zealots that I could easily put into something else that's more valuable. You know? So I was like, okay, maybe use less of those guys? And more just actual units. Like, Zealots are great for the early game, but I wouldn't necessarily use them any later than that, you know what I mean?
Firstborn have engaged the enemy. We have not enough vessels.
So I think definitely making some
Allies are engaged in battle.
Zealots, at least early game, is going to be
Firstborn have
helpful.
engaged the enemy.
And especially because, you know, you want heroes. And then the other thing that I'm going to have to figure out is whether or not it makes a lot of sense
Allies are engaged in battle.
to make, or to get a lot of a specific unit for the extra hero upgrades. Because heroes will get more
The shuttles have been destroyed.
power, whatever the hell you want to call
Say
them,
good night.
if you have more than one of the units, up to 10.
It was foolish.
So maybe that is something that's actually really helpful. At the moment, I don't necessarily see it. I guess it all depends on how much of an upgrade you get.
Engaged in battle. Our allies are engaged in battle. Upgrade complete. Our allies are engaged in battle.
Another warp conduit has been activated. A wave of shuttles is headed toward it.
It will not get past us.
Our allies are engaged in battle. Insufficient minerals.
The time is now.
Our allies are engaged in battle. The Firstborn have engaged the enemy.
And once your interceptors are out, make sure that you're not attack moving. You're actually moving your army.
Engaged in battle.
That way you'll
Wishes to test our
be able to
defense.
continue to move and like basically
You have
kite the
prevented
enemy
the shuttle's
forces.
escape.
I mean, that's what carriers are designed
Only
for.
a fleeing adversary. How familiar.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Carrier has arrived.
More Vespine is
Alright, we're
required.
almost maxed out. We're gonna have to kill this pro boss
Our
here.
allies are engaged in battle. There are not enough minerals.
Actually, I don't necessarily need to. Okay, so I take it back. You can actually get away
Engaged in battle.
with 5 Stargates. Or 4 with upgrades being built.
Our allies are engaged in battle. Our allies are engaged in battle.
Another wave of shuttles is headed for a warp conduit.
My forces will see to its demise.
And now that I'm maxed, I might as well finish up my upgrades.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Our research vessel is ready. We're moving out now. A wave of shuttles has been shot
Yeah,
down.
once your interceptors are out, just
Reminds
move your
me of
forces
duck
around.
hunting back on
As
the-
long as they're within a specific range of the carriers, all the interceptors will stay out.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Ready our defenses. Our foes are on the march. Operational.
Our allies are engaged in battle. Our allies are engaged in battle. The Firstborn have engaged the enemy.
I'm just trying to make sure that I'm constantly moving forward so that I have the ability to kill whatever I need to kill.
Double the
Our
power,
allies
yes?
are engaged in battle. The Firstborn allies are engaged in battle.
I shall oversee this battle from above.
It seems our foes intend to attack us directly.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
We actually have to, Okay, never mind. So you can actually kill everything before the bonus
Allies are engaged
finishes.
in battle.
All 3 warp conduits are
Unless they
active.
recently
We must make
changed
haste
it.
to prevent their escape. We've gathered the data we need. Thank you for the escort, commanders.
It is good to be the hero for a change. The enemy has taken an interest in our base.
It's happened to me before, unless... Okay. I guess, unless they fix it, which they might have.
Additionally,
And what's cool too is you can always use
The Firstborn
This?
have engaged the enemy.
Skies are mine. I am recalling our warriors.
So you just have to make it disappear for 10 seconds and then bring it back and you can teleport anywhere on the map.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
A well-deserved victory. The shuttles have been eliminated.
I don't know. I like him. I think mass carriers is kind of a boring build. So little micro, like at all. You don't need to micro anything. So maybe not my favorite mode for this, but still a really good, powerful way to do this. Trying to think of anything I would have dealt with that would have made it really difficult. Scourge could have been difficult, especially if you don't get your interceptors out fast enough. But honestly, I'm not super worried about it. The one thing I would like to do is try out Disruptors, so hopefully I go up against a ground comp and it's not a Void Launch again. It's Void Launch, right? Yeah. But to be completely honest, they're not going to be as good until, what is it, level 9. Did I play against any Terran? I don't know if I did. Well, maybe we'll go up against a Terran this time.
More minerals required.
Corporal Faraday reporting in with a sitrep, commanders. Amon's forces are summoning void shards all across the city. We're looking at total devastation if they're allowed to activate. I need you to
Alright,
take
let's
down
go and
those
get
shards
that.
while there's still time.
Pylon. And then I'll get my gateway, and then we'll go from there. Like I said, I'd like to do.
Our
That's
supply
Zerg.
is constrained.
So we have yet to see anything but Zerg and Protoss.
Insufficient minerals.
Ah. Oh, what the hell? Alright, so make one of those. One of those.
We cannot warp there.
The enemy approaches.
Yeah, I'll get that. And well, I have an ergonomic keyboard, and then I have another one. So yeah, it is a little awkward for me to type. That's good. I didn't say it. He said it. He said I played better than Loco. He said it, not me.
This warrior awakens.
So I guess this is maybe one of the maps where,
Deserved. We will eradicate them.
it's not.
Infestation does have its strengths.
What? Really? Did I kill him? I think I killed him. No, guys, come on, go back. Go back to him. I think I lost a couple probes there. Okay, so this is a map I should probably change up a little bit. But yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, whatever, no biggie. I'm gonna slowly ramp up my army, get back to normal. Yeah, I think because it looks like it's gonna be a ground comp, I'm gonna go ahead and go for Disruptors. I do want to get one Zealot out. I'm just gonna call them Zealots until I can actually get used to calling them Legionnaires and how are they called? Conservators. And then just regular Adept. See, they should have a funny name for Adepts too, right?
A void shard's been reported outside of your landing point, so that's your first objective. Best of luck out there.
Yeah, I mean, it probably will turn into a little bit more of an air build, so God, I don't know what I want to do, to be honest.
So the enemy seeks to attack our base.
I'm still trying to decide what the hell I want to do for this one. But I think Adepts will, Disruptors will be a big part of my army.
I have been
Our
working on
allies are engaged in battle.
Override drive. Operation
Yeah, I think I'll do Disruptors and Adepts. I think that'll be a good thing to do.
Minerals. There are not enough minerals.
So I'm gonna have to make sure that I have forward warp-in points. Otherwise, because I'm not going to be focusing too much on sentries or conservators, I'm going to need to make
The
sure
enemy will summon more soon. Guaranteed.
that again I have forward
Don't
warp-in
get too cozy,
locations.
commanders. More void shards have appeared, and our time is short.
Doing the happy dance. Doing the happy
Well,
dance.
thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So 5% stack per 75% damage.
Insufficient minerals.
Okay. Alright, so okay, I need this.
We must construct additional pylons.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just waiting for that now. I'm trying to think of what other crap I want to get. Wow, it's only 8240? I don't think he could. Okay, I can't get anything else. So I think... Let's go with some disruptors.
Taking an interest in our base.
Glory to the day.
More minerals
Honor
required.
me with your presence, Praetor Talos. Your will made manifest.
Now I
I want to
command.
get
Our allies are engaged in
Palace,
battle.
Very
the
clever.
depth.
Deploy our protection.
The arbiters fly again.
Do not be alarmed. This is what we
Our
did.
allies are engaged in battle.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Alright, yeah. Well, thanks so much for the follow, Kronos.
Our allies are engaged
I feel like
in
you
battle.
followed me before. Okay, so it's an instant cast. Okay, that's what I'm missing here.
The firstborn shall persevere.
I call this the apocalypse.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, disruptors in the beginning aren't so great.
Our allies are engaged. We have not enough Vespine.
Come, brothers. Join me in glorious battle.
I may have underestimated our opponent. It seems our foes intend to attack us directly.
Glory to the Daemon.
I'm gonna need a mineral dump here, to be honest.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, so that's a little different.
We require more
That
Vespine.
pirate scum ransacks the city at a time like this? I know it's a personal request, but if you can, please kill them all.
We require more Vespine gas.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Infestation does have its strengths, you know.
Warrior awakens.
Yeah, I'm not sure about those disruptors yet. I think without the doohickey that makes them so they do even more. Plus, I don't really have a lot of gas at the moment. Can easily remedy it right now, but
Our
I
allies are
see your
engaged in battle.
reputations are well earned. These void shards are dropping like flies.
That didn't last long, did it?
Countdown showing that void shards are going to activate soon. That's not good.
yeah, honestly, there's a lot of
Scanners are
gas
picking up multiple
necessary
void
for
shards.
you to make
Our mission
disruptors.
is to obliterate them.
Your command.
Yeah, no, honestly, there's no way you could kill it that fast. Like even just spamming that ability.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Pirate ship neutralized. Nothing worse than pirates and traitors.
I think it's basically going to be
Your blades, my warriors. The enemy comes for our base.
a single robo and multiple.
We begin anew. That fight cost me quite a few forces.
No, too soon.
That must be placed. Our allies are engaged in battle.
The firstborn shall persevere. Glory to the day.
Our pylon is under attack.
Glory to the Daylom.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to check out on those disruptors because they're not instant cast. It does take a second for them. If they're instant to be cast,
Our allies are engaged in battle.
I am glad your dad never saw it like
Glorious combat is upon us.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
and they do okay damage.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Glory to the Daylom.
Seriously, I
Our
thought
allies are engaged in battle.
wait, you have to get an upgrade. Oh, you have to get an upgrade. To, there you go.
Engaged in
Okay.
battle.
I have met the enemy.
Our allies' base is under siege. Our base
At least I
is
can
under
use.
siege. Our allies are engaged in battle.
Glory to the Daylom.
At least I can use the disruptors to do basically kill things.
Ready our defenses. Our foes are on the march.
It's over here.
Void shard eliminated. Keep it up.
Switch to this one for a second.
That's all that it was.
Engaged in battle.
I have met the enemy.
More Vespine is required.
We
Glory
share
to
your
the Daylom.
structure for a
Our
time.
allies'
yes?
base is under siege.
Glorious
Our allies are engaged in battle. Insufficient energy. That must be placed within the power field. Our allies are engaged.
Alright, yeah. Well, thanks so much for the follow. Minchi, Mintcho? Mintcho? Is that how you say?
upon us.
Our allies' base is under siege.
Not today, Amon. We'll obliterate every void shard you stick in the ground.
Hardly a match for my blades.
Yeah, thanks so much for all the follows, everybody.
Things are almost back under control. This is the last group of void shards. Let's
Oh my
take
god,
back
I
our
need a
city.
second one of those.
Our allies'
Those
base is
filthy
under siege.
pirates are trying for another
Oh, we got.
score.
Okay, so you have
Let's
to.
lay down the law, commanders.
Alright, so where do you get the
Let us
upgrade
see what
for.
allies are engaged in battle.
Organization can do.
Oh, it's at the forge? Oh, okay. I did not see that one coming. I guess all of Karax's, or sorry, all of Phoenix's upgrades are at the forge.
Hierarch,
Glory to the Daylom.
I have the blade of our hand.
Our allies are engaged in battle. We must construct additional pylons.
Glory to the Daylom.
We cannot warp there.
Alright, there it is.
Our supply is constrained.
Incoming enemy strike force. Be ready.
allies are engaged in battle.
My structure requires more investigation.
Piracy in the skies above Core Hall? Not on my watch.
Our upgrade has finished.
Okay, so now I can detect units.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Okay, so I think when you get the, what is it, level 10 upgrade for Phoenix, you get the ability to
Under siege.
have multiple disruptor shots, right? So I think the other part of it is that
Our allies are engaged.
they don't
in
just hit
battle.
the same spot a bunch of times. They actually move around.
Our allies' base is under siege. Our allies are engaged in battle.
Glorious combat is upon us.
Oh, so they're auto cast, and they're not actually. It's not like a multiplayer shade. It's just basically extra DPS shade. And of course, I'm throwing shade. I'm always throwing shade, y'all. So stupid.
Glorious combat is upon us.
Our
You've
allies are
neutralized
engaged.
another Void Shard. Well done.
My warriors never falter.
We share your
Our
structure
allies are
for a
engaged
time,
in battle.
yes?
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Glory to the Daemon.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Oh shit!
Another Void Shard
I
down.
hate when I do that.
I will see the enemy in hell.
Yeah, honestly, there's always so much minerals I end up with at the end of the game.
We have to break apart those shards.
And yeah, I could be
before
microing
they
a little bit
activate.
more and making a
Get
bunch
moving.
more gateways and stuff like that, but you don't really need to do a lot of
Shard
that.
for us to
It's
do.
kind of crazy, to be honest.
Glory to the Daemon.
Allies are engaged in battle. Our allies are engaged in
Don't
battle.
get me wrong, I definitely plan on using more and more gateways as I go on.
Glory to the Daemon.
It'll take more than a few Void Shards to defeat the Dominion.
До свидания.
That's all of the Void Shards. The city is ours. You hear that, Amon? The Dominion is not so easily defeated.
I just got that. I just saw that joke really bad. That was very classy. Very, very classy. Ugh. Alright, so that was 6 to 8, I believe. Yeah, show up that. Okay. So let's quickly go over what we got. We ended up getting the Disruptor, and we got the Warbringer and the Colarian? The Carrier and the Colossus hero unit. Trying to think if there's anything else to really say. We've already got all our units now. We're basically just waiting for some more upgrades. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to break this up into a couple different videos, so it's not just one ginormous 8.5 hour long video. I'm Hunter85. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and hit that follow button.